You see giant trees all the time, right? But have you ever really stopped to wonder how they drink? I mean, seriously, think about that. There's no heart, no pump, no muscles. So, what's the secret?
Well, it turns out plants figured this out ages ago with a super elegant system. Let's dive in.
Okay, so inside every plant, you've got two highways. First is the xylem. Think of it as the water pipe. And then there's the phloem. That's kind of like the grocery delivery, moving food where it's needed.
So let's track the water. Now, there is something called root pressure that gives a little push.
But here's the thing, that pressure is incredibly weak. It only gets the water up a few feet. So what's the real engine here? Well, the answer is actually hiding way up in the leaves.
It's a process called transpiration, and this is crucial. It's basically just plant sweating.
So how does that work? Well, it's not a push from the bottom. It's actually a powerful pull from the top.
Let me break this down for you. First, as one water molecule evaporates, it creates a tiny pull. Second, water molecules love to stick together. That's cohesion, so they pull the next one up like a chain. And third, that whole water chain sticks to the pipe walls. That's adhesion, so it won't fall back down.
This pull is amazingly strong. So remember our 100-foot tree? This is how it gets its daily drink.
All right, that's the water covered. Now, the food delivery system runs on pressure, not suction. The plant moves its food from a source, like a sunny leaf, to a sink, like a growing root. Here's the play-by-play. First, sugar gets loaded into the phloem, right at the source. Then, water from the xylem next door rushes in, which builds up this huge amount of pressure. That high pressure forces the sugary sap to move from the source down to the low-pressure sink. Finally, the sugar is dropped off, the water leaves, and the pressure goes down. It's a perfect cycle. So, what's controlling this whole amazing operation? Tiny little valves on the leaves called stomata. Now, these pores have a major dilemma. They have to open up to let CO2 in for food. But every single second they're open, precious water is escaping. You can see how this is a balancing act. Let's bring this all together. Using simple physics, plants solve what seems like an impossible problem. Their whole life is this brilliant balancing act. It's truly an engineering marvel hidden in plain sight.